Check. We're checking the microphones right now. Hey, Chris is here, and he's an upset boy.
God damn it.
All right. So, Chris, do you have an outline for what you wanted to talk about today? Since last time it was a little subpar.
I got the news pulled up.
Yeah, let's do the news. Let's just jump right in the news.
Oh, so we gotta do weeks first.
Okay.
Let's do your week, bud.
What did I do on my week?
Was it nothing?
No, I did stuff on my week.
Okay.
Babe, what did we do on my week? Yeah, what did we do? What did we do last week? I actually dusted off my my Switch a little bit. I haven't been playing it as much recently. I've been trying to get back into that. I know Josh has been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. Which one is it? This is the online one? Is that 14? 14?
Yes, 14.
Yeah, he's been playing a little bit of 14. I don't know if I would say that I've gotten an itch for MMOs. I know me and you played a couple months back. We played up to like level 20 or whatever on World of Warcraft.
I think I'm just done. Man.
It's not so much that I'm done. It's just that I'd be very much more... Like, people are like, oh, they only let you play until level 20. I'm like, that's literally all I wanted to play anyway. So I just wanted to play the starter zone.
Get like the itch and like, man, I need some World of Warcraft. And I was like, well, I don't feel like paying for it.
Yeah. And you don't have to, because all I wanted to do was play.
I don't care enough about my high level characters to like pay for it. So
and I don't have any high level characters.
Yeah,
so.
you got that one warrior.
It's like level 90. It was a high level character like back in like Cataclysm or Mist of Pandaria.
There you go.
That one.
It was Mist.
What'd you do in your week, man?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It works.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I got my new power supply in yesterday.
Did you? Did it work out?
It seems so.
Yeah?
I think I still need to get a new network adapter.
Well, you want to play some games after this?
Nah.
Maybe test it out a little bit?
I mean,
Do you work tonight?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to play some games. We're going to test it out.
Okay.
Okay. Because I slept all day today.
I did too.
That was a piece of
shit. I woke
shit.
up at like 4.
Yeah. I woke up at like 2. Woke up a little bit before that.
No, I'm not sick.
Yeah. It's the jokes for the funny ha-has.
Nah.
All right. So if you don't have anything else to say about your week, we can jump right back into the news or whatever you want to do, man.
Nah, I got nothing for my week.
Okay.
Week was pretty boring. Just worked. Just worked forever.
Okay. Well, at least you're not upset about it.
Okay, so we'll jump right into the news.
Let's just jump right into the news.
Microsoft finally confirmed Game Pass coming to PC. That's pretty neat.
Nice. Well, actually, it looks like Game Pass is going to be coming to more than just PC. I don't know if you saw those leaks that I showed you. That
all those.
Apparently, we could be seeing Master Chief Collection, Rare Replay, and a myriad of other Xbox exclusives coming over to the Switch as well.
No, yeah, then there's nothing.
So that'd be pretty.
That'd be neat.
Freaking awesome.
Neat. Don't know. Because it makes sense. It's like, hey, like fuck it, like. Come play your Xbox games. We'll still get your money. We'll take your money.
Well, I mean, it's actually pretty smart as far as like, it's not smart as far as the American market goes, but whenever you think about it in terms of the Japanese market, the Xbox has never made any foothold whatsoever in the Japanese market. So, I mean, like just slapping your games on the Switch, I mean, I feel like people would be, there's clearly an install base already there. So you could just, piggyback off of that shit. I don't care.
Yeah. Probably costs like $10 because that's what it costs on Xbox.
For the Xbox Live?
No, just for Game Pass.
That's all it costs?
Yeah, it costs $10.
$10 a month?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not. You get access to all their new like exclusives and all that. Plus, it's a bunch of other games they just like have in the service.
Okay. So it's a mixture of it's kind of a mixture of all the other subscription services with PlayStation Now and PlayStation, like the free games that you get every month with PlayStation Plus. That's cool.
Yeah, I may actually look at that when it comes out because I want to play Master Chief.
Yeah, and again, these are all just leaks, so we'll see. I feel like Rare Replay coming over the Switch, if that gets confirmed, I feel like that confirms Banjo and Kazooie for Switch.
For Smash?
Or for Smash, yeah.
For Smash.
Yeah.
Who is... Hold on. I'm being very unprofessional. My phone isn't on.
What?
My phone's not on silent during the... There we go.
What the fuck, dude? No, I'm not.
Buh.
You're not queued up. Do you want to be queued up? Okay, I'm just going to queue you up. There you go.
There you go. Hey, Tori.
Tori is our special guest that she's going to be here with us. So...
Hello.
Yeah, there she is.
That shrill voice. Coming at you.
The next up, you know that random Ghostbusters game?
Yeah.
That came out, or like the 360?
Yeah, that was really weird. Yeah, it's getting a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I was getting a remaster. It's even weirder. It's just
I got one
remastered.
better for you. There was another remaster announced today.
Oh, what was it?
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, confirmed from THQ, which is a
Wait,
defunct
THQ
company.
doesn't even exist anymore.
Doesn't even exist. It's THQ Nordic.
Yeah,
It's
which
taking care
isn't even really THQ.
Which
it's
is
just Nordic
double defunct.
It's just because the publisher Nordic bought so many of their properties. They're like, we may as well just put THQ on our name.
Right,
now,
like at a certain point,
we
it's
pretty
just
much
like,
just are THQ now. Because they just bought literally almost all of their properties.
Jesus.
So yeah, that's weird. But yeah, but even
mean,
that,
Battle for
I know
Bikini
that
Bottom's
game
a pretty
at least
fun
like
game.
Is a cult classic, yeah. But even
it's a
that
cult
goes,
classic.
but nobody, as far as I know, nobody gave a shit about that Ghostbusters game. I played it. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Okay.
It was pretty good, but it was like it was.
I heard it was
really
pretty
forgettable.
decent. It was just that nobody played it.
Yeah, it was just really forgettable. It was just like it was just a shooter.
It was that thing that we always talk about where, a game is just forgettable in the sense of like it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just kind of there.
It was an video game.
What do you think about the story?
The proton packs were pretty good.
You know what I thought? I thought it was Splatoon, but with SpongeBob, because I've never played it.
Great.
But that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I like Splatoon. Oh,
It
SpongeBob.
actually is nothing like Splatoon, but that's fine.
All I think is Splatoon, but Super Soakers, no paint.
Okay.
I mean, it does almost sound like a multiplayer game. So it almost sounds like a SpongeBob, like
SpongeBob Battle Royale. Yeah. I mean, that's
Because
what it should
everything's
be now.
Battle Royale.
No, it's just a normal platformer.
Nintendo hasn't tried to do that.
It's just a good platformer. That's all it is. It's just a good, decent platform, and that's all it is.
I've only played one SpongeBob game, and it was
'Cause I,
for
like,
Game
never
Boy
owned it.
Advance.
I just
and I can't remember the name of it.
I rented it from to give you an idea of how old this game is. I rented it from fucking Blockbuster in the early 2000s, and I just
PS2
beat it in a
game.
weekend, and that was it because I'd beaten it.
I never played it because I was like, I like SpongeBob.
It's not a
I
long
don't
game.
hear enough about.
It was one
SpongeBob
of
to
those
play a
games
video
where it
game
was just
about SpongeBob.
like you rent it from Blockbuster and you just beat it in like a weekend, and then just bring it back, and then just
And no late fees.
yeah, you're right. Blockbuster's a really good service.
Fucking Blockbuster.
We also saw that in news. Nintendo Direct did their Pokemon.
Yeah, we saw the Pokemon Direct. Did you catch any of that?
No, I didn't see any of that.
So there's gonna be
I don't care about the Pokemon.
fuck you. So there's gonna be raids, man.
Wait, in the new,
It's like
So there's
it
gonna be, like-
incorporated Pokemon Go stuff.
They didn't really delve deep into the raid aspect of it, but apparently there's going to be. So we're in the Galar region, right?
Mhm.
There's going to be vast expanses of plains where you can just say like you're going to team up with like up to 3 other people,
Oh, actually, okay.
and you can actually take out raid bosses because there's this thing called what was it?
I don't know,
It
Mega
was like,
something. It's just
Dynamax. It was called Dynamax. You can make your Pokemon go into Dynamax mode, and it just makes them really big. And there's like it's really weird.
and makes them super stronger.
It seems like a. It seems like
no,
a.
now I can't just help imagining this. Just like that one, the female trainer, just like, oh, what turtle? It's a Dynamax mode.
What a fucking absolute fucking unit! I'm just
Now
loving.
use your Hydro Pump.
Jesus Christ! As we peak the audio for about 5 minutes. No, it was really weird because it seems like it's a reference back to the red Gyarados, which was the first shiny that everybody found out about. Because it turns you red a little bit, like it gives you a red hue, and then there's
It looks like a
clouds above
holograph.
them. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a Japanese culture
So is
thing.
this better than Mega Evolution?
No, it's like the replacement of Mega.
Yeah, it's their version of it.
essentially
I
because they were
guess.
like, "Hey, how can we do?"
Got to be different.
Well, no, I don't even think it was that. I think it was more of. I think they sat down. They were like, "Hey, how can we do Mega Evolution without having to design a new Pokemon form?" And they were like, "What if we just make them bigger?"
Oh, but even better,
It's bigger.
even better on it, the Pokeballs get bigger too
you, like,
to capture
double
it,
hand it and like throw it over your head,
and then smashes it into the ground like a crater.
Because the weird thing with the with what they described today in the Pokemon Direct, it was like, hey, you can go on raids, but like only one of your party
Can have a
can
Mega.
have a Pokemon that goes into the Dynamax mode. Like so
At a
if
time.
you, Josh, and Derek were playing it, that's 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of our Pokemon would be able to go into Dynamax mode to fight the other.
Oh, I
characters.
thought it was
fine.
one at a time.
No, it was only one. Of them.
Oh, okay.
Only
I mean,
one of
that's
them
fine.
can go.
That's balancing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I can see that.
It's weird because the Dynamax mode also goes into the regular Pokemon fights, And it's weird because like the the mega evolutions or whatever, like you can do that once per battle.
Mm-hmm.
With this one, it like makes you go into Dynamax mode and then you're like there for 3 turns. And then you like deflate again or something. It's weird.
They're like, nope, too long. And then
also, they announced the new professor who's going to be Magnolia, which is great because that's a shout out to our home state. Also, it showed her assistant, who's her granddaughter, and oh my God, the Rule 34 that is poured out
was
in
it just
hours.
instantaneous?
It was instantaneous. There is just there's a plethora of porn
honestly
of
just,
that chick.
I'm honestly just like, yeah, like congratulations, internet. Like, man, nothing brings the internet together like just some new porn.
Some new porn, guys. Here you go.
Because like I said, it happened with battles. That happened with what was the chick from Arms?
Yeah,
it was just like. Man, I was like, man, that's just impressive.
Yeah,
it's like that was like the same
downright
day, like
impressive.
Hours later, like already just folders.
Some people are even making fun of it at this point. Like some I've seen some of the pictures because I was browsing on 4chan to see what people were talking about the game, and of course it got flooded with porn.
Yeah.
So like one of them even made it an image where it was just like it was the chick doing a lascivious act while saying the phrase first. And I think the artists were straight up having a competition to see who could make the most first. And it was disgusting. it was just bad. Because you don't get quality content like that.
On another note, they spoilers, they also showed the legendaries in it.
They did.
Oh,
because it's sword and shield.
So the thing with the legendaries
do they look cool?
One of them did. The other one looked dumb.
Tori has a different opinion than most.
I'm just gonna Google them. I'm gonna Google them.
They're wolves.
They're wolves. One of them looks like Sif from Dark Souls, where it's a wolf holding a sword.
And that's dumb.
The other one,
what?
It's not dumb.
It is dumb.
It's not dumb.
It is dumb.
It's not.
It is.
You're incorrect.
No, you're incorrect.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Look, the other one has a shield, and it's pretty cool.
It looks like a mane.
Yeah, it looks like a mane.
Which is a shield.
I mean, I'm still getting sword. You can get shield. I guess this decides.
That
who's
pretty much.
So I'm getting sword, and you're getting shield.
I just don't. I think it's dumb. They could have came up with
holding a sword is just badass.
Oh, okay.
But it's
all right. I thought it was gonna look cooler.
It's like
I wish it was just Sif.
Everything.
So this wolf is going to have
there's too much shit on
his anatomy is this sword in its mouth.
I'm really hoping that it comes out that they're like brothers.
No, it could be like a Cubone thing.
I really hope that it comes out that they're like
Cubone
brothers.
Like that bone was not part of his body.
Then why didn't they do something like that where it actually held it or was an appendage? Not it's in its mouth.
Well, Pokemon's really inconsistent.
Because it's based on the like old. Because what is Sif?
Then they could have done a wolf and they could have done another creature.
No, what I was saying was I'm hoping that they come out and it's like they're both brothers or something like that, and then it comes in
long lost brothers
or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm very curious to see what they do with the third version, because with the last version of Pokemon, what they did was they had Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, they had Sun and Moon, and then instead of just doing a third version, they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And Tori, you have a little bit more of an opinion on this than Chris here. Because we bought that when it first came out, and me and you had a slog of a time trying to get to the new content.
Well, what's funny is
it's exactly the same at the beginning of it.
So I finished Moon, and you played Sun.
I got all the way to the Elite Four, and then I couldn't beat.
And then but you beat Ultra Sun.
Yeah,
and I did not finish Ultra Moon because it's just so boring how repetitive it is. It's like I played all this.
There's a lot of new content, so it just gets weird.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like remixed enough either.
No, like it had some slight fixes or mixes.
Like so, I would.
It wasn't like what was it, Emerald and stuff like that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It was decently remixed enough to be like.
It was remixed enough, but
okay, this feels new.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough to make 2 new versions out of it.
No,
like that.
They could have just combined it.
They almost should have like maybe combined and made Ultra Sun and Moon.
They should have just called it Dusk.
Should have called it Pokemon. They should have called it Pokemon Eclipse.
Well, a lot of people, whenever it was coming out, I don't know if you saw
Pokemon
any of this.
Equinox, something like that.
Well, a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be called Pokemon Stars.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Because it was Sun, Moon, and then Stars. And with this one, it's Sword and Shield, and I don't know.
Halberd?
No, well, my thing with this one is that I actually don't like how they've gotten to the point now where they're not using colors anymore. because colors.
They're just running out of colors, man.
There's a lot of colors.
Once they got to black, I feel like once they got to black and white, they were pretty much tapped out.
That's true. I mean, that was a definitive end of
black, white.
They're like, then stones, gems are in right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess because you went with rocks, like Pokemon Granite and
Granite.
like
Jesus Christ.
sandstone.
Another
Pokemon Obsidian.
little, another little news leak. Leak keyword: Animal Crossing.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
So
God.
did you see the picture that I showed you?
Nah.
Here, let me grab it real quick. Y'all stall for time while I scoot over here and get my phone.
All right. Well, what else is in the news, Chris?
Well, Google, it's way more
Schmoogle.
boring news, but I think it's kind of important. Google Play Store now requires any games with loot boxes to display the odds. Like any game with loot boxes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Google Play Store now requires any game with loot boxes to
Like show how
show
often.
the odds. Yeah, like say, hey, you have this much chance of getting like a super legendary, like this chance of getting like a rare, and like this chance of getting like a common.
I mean, that seems pretty smart.
I mean, I think it's probably all in relation to that. Like,
I know people
that
are.
possible,
Yeah,
like,
I know a lot of people are like,
legislation
no, it's
coming
like
down.
gambling. I get to try for it, and I don't know
the
what's
problem
gonna
isn't that
happen.
It's people that are saying that. It's the problem that like there's a couple of European countries that are straight up making legislation about this. Like Belgium apparently has been the forerunner.
Yeah, Belgium went hard.
No, Belgium
Like,
went
They got
hard
rid
stance on
of
it.
Animal Crossing Pocket.
Yeah,
Oh, no, like, yeah, no, like,
Animal Crossing and then Legend of Dragalia, which are the two Nintendo
I thought it
mobile
was-
games.
Just
Is
had to
that
be
Fire
pulled off the
Emblem? Because it
stores.
was Fire
Yeah, it was
Emblem.
like-
They
I
were,
thought.
they were either pulled off the stores or at first I think they were eventually pulled off the stores, but eventually like at first they were trying to make it still work. They were like, hey, heads up, you can't really play this game. Like you can play it, but like a lot of
Gambling.
the mechanics aren't here because we can't do it legally.
And I just think it's so funny because you don't think about it. You're like, on Animal Crossing Pocket, it's cookies. All it is cookies, and you're like, I'll buy this cookie, and you get to see what you can get, and I think it does show the odds already. But it's like 5 items, and it's just like whatever. But
this is like-
apparently,
this is like-
it's gambling.
Yeah, this is the specific language they use. Apps offering mechanisms to receive randomized virtual items from a purchase, i.e., loot boxes, must clearly disclose the odds of receiving those items in advance of purchase.
And yeah, it's because you can spend real money to get fake money
Well, I mean that's
to use on these
that's the whole
things,
thing.
right?
Is that,
Yeah.
like you do the changeover of currencies and then it turns into a whole thing.
I'm the kind of person who's like trying to find cheat ways of like just getting fake money without spending real money.
And that's what Josh does too. I mean, like Josh has played what's that big gotcha shit?
Grand
game?
Blue Fantasy.
Grand Blue Fantasy. That's
Yeah.
it. Him and Kurt play that, and they don't spend any money towards it at all.
No, you know, a lot of those games you don't have to. Like, it's
So,
literally just
yeah.
like I don't.
It's
give
like
out
you
a lot of
choose
times.
to.
It's like, yeah, it's like you choose
All right.
to.
So I have the picture here. Somebody, and this is from the 4chans, the Mongolian.
Oh wait, that picture. Yeah, I
that
kind of glanced at. I'm
So
sorry.
apparently somebody has
I was still waking
somebody
up
who
again.
works the social media thing has a whole bunch of scheduled tweets that are going to come up after or during the Nintendo E3 Direct confirming The Witcher 3 for the Nintendo Switch.
I think there's been a rumor for a while.
Persona 5 confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, which
No,
I
that
am,
would be new. Yeah.
I am super excited for. That's the only way that I'm going to play that game. I do not want to play it on the PS4. I want to play it in handheld mode.
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei 5, which we already knew was coming out
Yeah,
for the Switch.
they announced that like the Switch
And
launch.
then
didn't they?
the one that Tori was talking about is, and I told you about this earlier, babe, was the quote, the whole tweet in its entirety is, live an extravagant life in the city that never sleeps whenever hashtag Animal Crossing Metromania launches on Nintendo Switch on September 20th, Nintendo Direct E3 2019. So it's going to be pretty crazy. They also got Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening coming out this holiday. They also
Yay!
got-
I'm
again,
ready
we
for
already knew about
that.
Apex fucking Legends coming over to the
How the fuck is
Nintendo
that
Switch.
gonna work?
How the fuck is The Witcher 3 gonna come to the
I
fucking?
can see that. That
Dude,
can,
how
that can
far
be
down
scaled
can you,
back, but it's
how far back can you scale that game?
I think in Apex, I forget Apex Legends only has like 66 people in a match.
Oh, okay.
I always forget that like Apex Legends
The
has, like, a
Master
lower
Chief
player count.
Collection is coming to the Nintendo Switch, according to this leak.
But I would assume that would be just through the Game Pass like thing. Like you would need to have Game Pass.
and they should do that. They honestly should do that because they should hold. If any other property other than anything else, they should hold close to the chest. It's the Master Chief Collection. Overwatch confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. How many years after its release? 3, or are we at 4?
Oh no, we're at like 5. I want to say.
Oh no.
No, that's 4. I want to say it came out in 2016. So I don't think it is 4.
So you want to hear
I want to say it came out in 2016.
You want to hear the craziest one?
Yeah.
Venture through the world's beloved Disney and Pixar classics and fight for what is right. When hashtag Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, launches on Nintendo Switch.
What? So
8/15. 8/15. 8/15.
8/15. Like in August?
Yeah, in August.
So
So I thought it was
would
really
that be
weird.
just the collection of every game?
The collection in and of itself was weird to me because it's the Kingdom Hearts. The story so far is going to be 1, 2. It's going to be the mix up between 1.5, 2.5, and 3. That's the story so far.
And
So
I'm-
it's literally all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and they're going to just let you buy it for the Nintendo Switch. I
Okay, never
don't.
mind. We're actually 3 years in. Yeah, we're watching it
We're
in
only
2016.
3 years into the. Then why does it feel so played out?
Because it's just done, man.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's
Because they've had
snowballed
the same events
out of
every year
control.
for 3 years.
Here's another one. Hashtag Rare Replay is coming to the hashtag Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch version of Rare Replay will come with the original selection of 30 games, as well as the additions like Donkey Kong 64
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that.
and Diddy Kong Racing.
Fuck yeah.
Hashtag Nintendo Direct. Hashtag E3 2019. So
But would that include Grab by the Ghoulies? Because I would assume that wouldn't. I mean,
That was
not
an Xbox game.
Not that anybody gives a shit about Grab by the Ghoulies. but
I mean, but that was an Xbox game.
that's what I'm saying. Would that include that?
I don't know. Did Grab by the Ghoulies come out on the original Rare Replay?
Yes.
I mean, then it's going to be the original 30 games.
Okay. Well,
So, I mean, according to this totally not fake tweet that, that I'm showing you here. No, so it looks like Nintendo. We're definitely going to have to look at the Nintendo E3
just
Direct.
hard.
They might
Super
just go
excited.
all the way.
keep forgetting it.
Doesn't that start this Sunday?
Next week?
It does. E3's no. E3 is actually starting this Sunday. I actually wanted to talk to you about that. If you're not doing anything on Sunday,
That shouldn't be after work now.
yeah.
I'm working all day Saturday, but
So yeah, a lot. Bethesda, EA, and a couple of other ones are going to be on Sunday now.
because there's no reason not to.
Right, because as
somebody
we
else
talked about
dropped
before,
out.
it used to start like in the middle of the week and it would go throughout the week. Now they've tried to get ahead of it so much because it's so hard for, as I'm quoting this fucking fake tweet or possibly fake tweet, it's really hard for companies to stay quiet.
Whenever things
Internet
going
goes
on.
down.
And it's
E3.
like, how are you going to stop every
These are things that
single
people are
employee?
very excited about, and so if the
Especially-
social media people are working on it, they're gonna leak it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You're gonna-
especially if like the current I guess atmosphere of game development, where it's just like, hey, you want to come work a 30-hour day? It's like, oh, if you don't, we're just gonna fire you.
We're just gonna fire you.
And so the current product was like, well, man, fuck this company. I'm just going to leak everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I'm just going to get fired anyway.
Yeah. So that's my rumor report for this week.
That's cool.
Got a lot of news going on. It's E3. We E3 now.
Yeah, we E3 all over this bitch.
E3 cookout hot dogs.
E3
Really?
BQ.
Yeah, E3.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. Did you see the Death Stranding? The Death Stranding.
Oh
trailer?
man, let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about that for a
and
minute,
see,
yeah.
the funny thing is that I actually made Tori watch it with me.
Oh, did
It's
you?
8 minute. You remember that 8-minute thing that we watched with
They had
Kojima?
Norman Reedus in it.
Yeah, the one with Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, that was awful.
Actually, let's get a hot take from Tori. Tori, what did you think about Death Stranding?
Dumb.
The new trailer.
It looks dumb.
Why is it dumb?
Because you don't. What is it? What is it?
That's a good question. Chris,
Nobody
what is
knows
it?
still, because even with the gameplay, it's
8
like
minutes.
What are you?
It looks like you're walking around. You got a fetus
So-
battery, and
Looks
there's some
like it might be
aliens.
kind of, Breath of the Wildish.
So I don't know if you had the same thought whenever
Some
I was
acid
going into this.
rain.
Before I hit play on the video, I went, "Wow, 8 minutes of footage. There's no way that they can't show what the game is like at this point."
Yes.
And then after the video ended, I still went, "Man, I have no idea what this game is."
Well, there's gonna be melee combat.
No
It
stealth.
looks like it's running on. I talked to Derek about this earlier this week. It seems like it's running on some sort of variant of the Fox engine, even though it's not.
Well, no, it has to because I think Konami owns the Fox engine.
Yeah.
like Kojima couldn't bring that with him.
Right, but it still looks like Metal
But I
Gear.
think but pretty much I think probably all of his engineers.
But
probably
you saw the
came with
part
him.
where he was like, where he was attacking the other guy with like the stick or whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't that look like Metal Gear Survive?
A little bit, but I mean,
Like
there's not that many ways to thrust a spear.
Yeah, but still, it seems weird.
No one knows what it
They had
is.
some more details coming out about it, like how I think like you talked about how, like there was a gun in, but it pretty much said like, hey, due to the way this world works, killing people may not always be the best option.
So, all right. On that note, let's talk about this. I'm gonna give my hot take here. I think that people no longer have the ability to die, and I think that the living world
that's
and
the
the dead world, the world of the dead, are merging together, and you can't die, and you get stranded in the land of the dead, and that's what because there was one part where they were like,
Death Street.
yeah, it was like the Death Stranding, and it's like if you die, you get stranded.
But then it also comes along.
So
with,
purgatory?
It's weird,
Possibly,
yeah,
but that also goes
essentially.
along with this other weird thing. Like, you know, they called the BTs. Those aren't the dead people. Those are the things. Those are the weird things that are coming out of the ocean. Yeah,
Well, what are those?
Remember, like the very first trailer. All that
Yeah, where
weird
like
shit
the
coming out of
seven
the ocean?
dudes like standing, but you can't see them. And
Oh,
then,
no,
Norman Reedus
just
is
like the weird amalgamations that were just coming out of the ocean. Those are like they're called BTs, short for beached things.
Are you
And
serious?
that's also happening along with the Death Stranding.
They're whales.
Fucking Kojima.
That's what I know is the part of the trailer where he's like, well, reuniting the United States won't get rid of the BTs.
I think he just wanted to do an art project, and he was like, throw it all together.
No. Kojima clearly wanted to make a movie.
I want a movie.
No, he wanted to make a movie. And,
They wouldn't let me.
Honestly, I really hope that this game is good. But man, if it isn't, he should have just partnered with Guillermo del Toro and just made a movie.
Really, at this point, it's like...
Like at this point, it's like Kojima just make a movie.
Kojima, you had it out. You could have just went to making movies.
You literally, like the minute he got taken away from Konami, he literally could have just gotten with all of his Hollywood friends and just made a movie. It's gonna be really silly if this game.
Well, like I was listening to the Super Best Ranking. They brought up a good point of like, well, you know, you have all these like high profile actors and that. It's like, do you at any point refer to these characters by their names, or do you just refer to them as the actors' names?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like say, like every time I hear somebody talking about this game, like they're talking about the characters, like, oh yeah, you know, we got Norman over there, got Toro, and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Well, that's how he's always done it though.
I mean, yeah, but still,
Like even whenever like you know Solid Snake in the beginning of Metal Gear Solid, it shows the fucking it shows the damn voice actor first.
Yeah, but you still refer to that character as Snake.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the character was Snake first, and he had like. But this is like it seems like people like, always
Snake.
refer to like the actor's name first instead of the character name.
Yeah.
Because like, well, they got this big old famous person up in there.
Big old bitch.
Like Dwayne Rock Johnson just
That's
up
who
in
needs
there.
to get in there. Dwayne Rock Johnson.
That would be pretty impressive.
So, what's up with the news, man? Like, what else is happening in the
I
news?
don't know.
I just dumped a whole bunch of E3 goodness on you. What else? What else you got?
No, the YouTube gaming app is shutting down.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
See, that was always really weird when they announced that because that was just a response to the fact that it was basically a response to Minecraft. Essentially, back in like what you want to say, like 2012, maybe
2012, like
2011, 2012. They had a little bit of a problem on YouTube where Minecraft YouTubers basically just took over the entire site.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who were a bit like Smosh and shit like that, didn't they start off in like, I don't know about Smosh specifically, but like a lot of people like Smosh start off as Minecraft YouTubers. Hell, PewDiePie, the biggest fucking single creator, not anymore because of T-Series, but rip in peace. But, you know, he started off, you know, a lot of the shit that he did was like, you know, the Five Guys at Freddy's and, you know.
Yeah.
Five Guys at Freddy's.
You know that one.
And Minecraft. Putting brown bricks in Minecraft. You know. So, yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace. Rip and tear. What's the next news story? Give me the next news story. This is how the
Just,
podcast works.
just
for,
like
by the way.
just fast paced, boom, boom, boom,
I mean,
until we go on a
That's
tangent.
what also likes to do it. So Darksiders.
Ooh, I think Chris wants to have a little more structure there.
He clearly doesn't.
Darksiders is getting a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting announced at E3. Though
Wait,
apparently
hold on.
Darksiders
So,
3 didn't do that well.
Time out. Didn't it already have a sequel?
Yeah, Darksiders 3.
Yeah, that's
they're going to
all the
announce
chick, right?
Darksiders 4.
Oh, so they announced the
apparently.
Darksiders for it. I mean, that's fine.
I mean, this is why it's like, well, Darksiders 3 didn't.
As far as that, as far as that series goes, it didn't really do that well, and I'm not gonna.
I need to actually sit down and play through too. It's one of those games I'm like,
it's a fine
enormous
Zelda-esque
backlog.
It's a mixture between, it's a mashup between like Zelda, as far as like needing items in order to progress, and then Devil May Cry with the combat.
Devil May Cry combat, yeah.
So I mean, on paper, it's a great game. It's just that it's never one of those games.
Darksiders 1 was fun. I played through all Darksiders 1.
Oh yeah. Everybody, see, that's the real problem, is that everybody played through Darksiders 1. Nobody played Darksiders 2 or 3. I played some of Darksiders 2.
Well, it's like Darksiders 2, they went kind of in the opposite direction. They went way more RPG with it.
That was weird. And it was a lot like how Devil May Cry has had a lot of identity crisis throughout its years of existence, where it tried to do this upgrade system and shit like that, and it was just like, I just want to hit shit. I just want to hit demons.
What game is this?
We're talking about Darksiders.
What is that?
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know that. What is that?
It's a game where you play as
one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and you have to beat the shit out of things because video games.
Essentially, the first game was like, hey, fuck you, war. We're gonna trick you into starting the apocalypse, and then everything got blamed on war. And then the next games were just like, hey, we gotta clear war's name.
It's a lot like God of War in that regard.
Yeah, a little
as
bit.
far as the story goes. Well, the old God of War, not the new God of War, where everything is about.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about this too.
Norse. That made a really funny wave pattern.
Oh, what?
Whenever I went Norse.
Maybe it's your chair also squeaking with that.
Any other breaking news?
Breaking news. We have breaking news, people.
No, I'm saying it. Anymore.
No, we have breaking news. Chris has breaking news. What's breaking news?
It's fucking fuck Rocksteady. They're still not announcing their new game.
So,
I want to know what my next Arkham game is going to be.
I want to know.
So people
Can you show me?
So
I
people
want to know about the strangers.
So people were talking about how. So they've confirmed that they're not going to release.
They're not going to announce it.
Yeah. So people were speculating.
Unless they're just lying.
People are. That is a great possibility as well. People were speculating that it's going to be a Superman game, which I think is stupid.
I think they've confirmed it's not going to be based on their superhero.
Didn't they already try to do a Superman game?
They did. It was the worst game for the Nintendo 64. In fact, it's the worst game ever.
Well, Superman's hard to do, and because it's like
Superman's hard to do in anything. Yeah, it's just like, how do you play as a character that literally can do whatever the fuck you want?
Oddly enough, the game that kind of closest to what you should do with the Superman game was that really bad open world Superman Returns game. I know you ever played that, where Superman didn't have a life bar. The city had a life bar.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, because it's like, well, Superman's just goddamn fucking invulnerable. So
he doesn't care.
He does care. He cares about the people.
About the people, yeah.
About
it's like, so that's the only
Metropolis.
thing that makes sense for a Superman game.
Yeah.
Okay, so in relation to all the new mini consoles coming out.
Mini consoles.
Yeah, the Sega Genesis mini console
Ooh,
got confirmed.
Is that going to be done again by At Games, or is that going to be? It's going to be in-house?
No, it's in-house because At Games was doing that, and then Sega went and looked at it as like, well, this is shit.
It's been a problem.
And then essentially fired them and then did it in-house.
Great. And I told you.
But they had the full, it's going to cost $80.
Okay.
I think there's a release. Oh, it's September 19th release date.
Do we have
and they have the full list of games that includes it's
all the shit games.
42 games.
42 games.
It's all the shit games.
It's not the shit.
It's always the shit games.
It's not the shit games.
No, it's well, let's see. It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, it does.
What Nintendo don't.
We got Sonic the Hedgehog, Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania in the New Generation, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's motherfucking Mean Bean Machine.
Hell fucking yeah.
Toad Tim and Earl, fucking Comic Zone, Altered Beast, Gunstar Heroes, hell yeah. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
And then World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
A lot of Disney games came out on Sega, didn't they?
Yeah.
They
had like then they have like Aladdin. They also had like Beauty and the Beast.
It was weird, because Nintendo was weird about shit. So Sega literally was just taking whatever.
But that was before Nintendo dabbled in Disney.
And then there's some like other rare games. I've never heard of Thunder Force 3. That's gonna be on there. Super Fantasy Zone, Shinobi 3, hell yeah. Streets of Rage 2, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Why did they put those next to each other? Anyways, Probotector?
Probotector?
Never heard of that game.
Never heard of that.
Landstalker, Mega Man the Wily. There was a Mega Man game that came out on the Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Street Fighter 2
It was
Special
the most like
Championship Edition.
forgotten one. It was the Wily Wars, right?
Yeah, the Wily Wars,
Yeah.
Ghouls and Ghosts, Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, Story of Thor. Never heard
Oh
of
my
that game.
gosh.
Which one?
The
Alex Kidd.
Alex Kidd.
yeah, I think so. If
Well,
I
Alex
remember.
Kidd was from the Mega Drive, right?
Yeah,
Hang on, wait,
had
never
they had a
mind.
sequel on-
But yeah, but
I was
all
thinking
I'm
of
saying
a-
is that he was
of a
the- He was the
movie.
mascot for
Yeah.
Mega Drive, right? He was like the built-in.
Yeah, he was
game.
the Sega mascot before.
Because like
Sonic.
even if you didn't put a cartridge into the like third revision of the Mega Drive or something like that, I don't know if it was the other revisions as well, but if you didn't put a cartridge in, I think you could just play
Alex
Alex
Kidd,
Kidd
yeah.
in Wonderland.
I
or
was
whatever.
thinking of something else. It's like Howl's something Dreamland.
Howl's Moving Castle
No,
in Dreamland.
no.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what else we got here. God, there's so many fucking games on this. Golden Axe, Fantasy Star 4, The End of the Millennium.
I feel like I didn't even play Sega. Jesus, I don't know half these things.
Well, that's because you
I had
can't.
it, I don't have these
That's
links.
because you can't handle blast processing.
Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball.
Oh boy, the pinball.
That was just called Sonic Spinball.
Yeah,
I never.
just the pinball.
Well, now you
spin-off.
know.
Vector Man. Why not Vector Man 2? Vector Man 2 is way better. Wonder Boy and the Monster World.
Wonder Boy.
Tetris, Darius, Road Rash 2, Strider, Virtua Fighter 2.
Oh shit, they got Road Rash on there.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Road Rash is a
That was a great game.
Sega game.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Virtua Fighter 2, Elysia Dragoon, Kid Chameleon, Monster World 4.
Kid Chameleon came out for the fucking Genesis.
Yeah. Eternal
Apparently.
Champions, Columns, Dynamite Heady, and Light Crusader.
All right.
That's the full list, 42 games. And September 9th, that may be the first one I actually get.
What, the first classic console you
Yeah,
got?
that may be the first one I actually
You
get.
were more of a Sonic boy or
I
Sega
feel
boy.
like they go up on
I had
prices
both,
every
but-
time with these
I
mini
had both, but it's
consoles.
like,
You got the Sega like way after its like initial run, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
it was like late night. I think the Saturn was already out by the time I got a Genesis, but
Who the fuck got a Saturn?
no money.
Did
Like,
they
nobody.
just
Super
okay?
rich
tell me
Do
ever
they
saw
just go
Saturn
up on
again.
prices every time for these?
Well, I mean, it depends
Consoles.
on whether or not it came with like two controllers. Like the NES Classic came out and it was only $60, but you had to buy a separate controller for it if you wanted to have two players.
Oh.
The SNES had a lot more of an emphasis on two players,
Mm.
so they went ahead and bundled in another controller with it, but that was $80. But honestly, I didn't feel like that was too much of a. I didn't feel like that was them penny pinching so much as like, because like I had to wait for like weeks whenever I first moved up here before you moved up here, because I was trying to find just a straight up official Nintendo NES Classic second controller, because they were like, it was supposed to be $20, but people were selling them for upwards of like $50.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because
gross.
they just got
Super
so
hard to find,
they
yeah.
got super hard to find. Because like the NES Classic in and of itself was hard to find for a little bit, and then finally they finished they got rid of the problem with that, and they were making more of them. They didn't make any more controllers though,
No.
so it was a really bad problem.
The only stupid thing about the Sega is they're not releasing it with the 6-button. You know the 6-button Genesis controllers?
I mean, somebody will make an aftermarket one.
They're releasing it with the 3
Which
buttons.
I never
It's
knew what
terrible.
all 6 of them did because
It was less about
And well, yeah,
Sega-
that was the weird thing about the Genesis. That it was almost like a original PlayStation problem.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you really should have analog controls for 3D games. It's like,
Sega's
it
always
was
been
kinda
playing
stupid
catch up
announcement.
with stuff like that, and then the Saturn was the weirdest console of all, and I didn't even know that the Saturn was really a thing until Josh got one randomly.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Did he
that.
randomly get one whenever he came up here?
Yeah.
Was that it?
No, that was the Tickful House. He randomly got one from somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, that was way back in the Tickful House.
Yeah, because you got that, and then that one's weird because it's CD based, but they hedged their bets on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because like Sony was like, all right, 3D gaming.
That was
We're gonna
Sega-
go
that
full
was
3D
Sega in a
gaming,
nutshell.
CD games, but on like 3D. We're going 3D. Sega put all of their eggs in the basket of 2D gaming, and then once the Saturn dropped, they were like, okay, well, this game system can't really do 3D, so
But everybody wants 3D now.
yeah, and we were clearly in the 3D era. So
Then the Dreamcast came out. It was a good console, but
Yeah.
it's like, but you get all the games for free.
So Chris, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think you could stall for time real quick, or do we need to take a break?
I mean, just take a break.
Okay, we're gonna take a break real quick because I need to pee.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
We started this goddamn podcast.
that's why I asked if you were sick.
He's sick. We're all sick, and we're back.
Okay,
So.
damn it.
I'm the asshole.
Oh. Me and that guy over here.
Being that guy. All right. So we're back. I had
Let's
to
see.
urinate, so we're back now.
Yep. Also had to go drain his bladder of the
Drain the main vein.
I
I just thought of a bunch of other like ways to say it. Instantly like pop through my head.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like squeeze the lemon.
What does that even mean?
Means pee.
Yeah.
You gotta whip it out and you gotta pee.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, another thing, like I would say, noteworthy news at all is that new Watch Dogs going to be announced
I saw that.
at E3.
I saw that.
Watch Dogs Legion. I know the rumor right now is possibly going to take place in Britain.
No, it's confirmed to be taking place in Britain. It's a post-Brexit Britain world where everything went bad because Brexit is bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, not capitulating to the.
What was it called?
Capitulating to the European Union is bad, so don't do it.
What is it, like Defiance or some dumb
Legion.
shit?
No, it's called Legion, which is a reference to Anonymous.
V for
which
Vendetta.
Is, V for Vendetta.
Supposedly you have the tagline of "God save the NPCs." So.
Well, the reason for that is that did you hear the most ambitious part of this new game?
Yeah, the maybe not include guns at all.
Well, not only that, but the point that the most ambitious part is the fact that you can actually there isn't a main character.
Real? Oh,
the Legion aspect of it is the fact that you recruit people. The whole aspect of this universe is that there's hacktivists everywhere,
Yeah.
and so if one person gets killed doing a mission, somebody else you basically you don't have lives. You have people that you've recruited.
Oh, so you don't work like that zombie U game?
I guess so.
Where
yeah.
you just take
so
over
it's a little bit of
as a new
roguelike.
character?
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a roguelike situation where somebody comes in, they fail the mission, and then somebody else has to come in to finish the mission. So let's say
or is it gonna
first
be more
person
like a multiplayer aspect with that? Because I know I don't know if you ever played the other Watchdog games. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Essentially, there's a multiplayer aspect of it where it's almost like a Dark Souls aspect to it.
Yeah.
Whereas you could randomly invade other people and hack them.
Yeah.
And do stuff like that. So I wonder if there's going to be part of the multiplayer aspect of this in this game, where it's like, hey, this person failed this mission. We'll give you some rewards if you can go in and complete it.
Just dab on them super hard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Quit that.
No.
Quit it.
So a lot of stuff coming out with
E3.
E3.
We have a big old fat podcast next week probably.
Oh yeah, going over all the things. It's probably actually that's a good point. Next week's podcast is probably going to be primarily just E3 Watch 2019.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know the latest deets.
All the E3s, all the 5 people that listen to this podcast.
Yes.
All 5 of them.
All what?
All 5 of them. All 5 people listen to this podcast.
Fuck off.
Hang on, didn't someone drop out? Isn't PlayStation or someone not
Yeah,
in?
Sony is not going to be.
Sony is not going to be at
Or
E3.
they're not going to have a press conference.
They're not going to have a press conference at E3. They're going to still be at E3.
So does that mean no super extravagant, stupid setups about nothing?
Yeah.
Yes, there is not going to be a white guy playing the Japanese flute.
He was a master. Shut your mouth.
He was.
Everybody freaked out about.
Stupid.
Both positively and negatively.
People are like, how dare he?
All of it.
How dare he play that and call himself?
How dare he just
study real hard?
Just sacrifice his life to learn this art.
Because he wanted to. How dare he?
Wanted to. How dare he? How very dare he?
Disgusted.
Womp womp.
So what else is going on? What else do you want to talk about?
That's pretty much it for news.
Because we got 20 more minutes we need to fill.
That's fine. We'll figure out something. Oh wait, Stadia. So
Stadia, you mean?
Whatever.
Some Queed.
What?
Some
Google,
Queed.
Remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago that Google said they were going to be at E3 because they were apparently going to announce the price and the release date for Stadia at E3.
Speaking of Stadia, sorry to change subject here real quick.
I don't think he's
Apple's
that sorry.
Never mind. They're going to do it E3. They're apparently supposed to do that this at some point this week.
Apple's WWDC just happened. I don't know if you saw anything from that, Chris.
It's all old stuff.
Gaming is for. Look, I know. I'm just bringing it back into the game.
Oh, okay.
Gaming aspect of it is that they confirmed that Apple's arcade is going to be compatible with the Xbox One controller, the Xbox One S controller, and the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller.
Neat.
So that's going to be fun.
People clap for those.
So it looks like Apple is also going to be throwing their hat in the ring of the Stadia type situation because they already have.
Oh boy!
Apple's already gotten a couple of big name developer studios involved in arcade.
Oh, I got some more details on that that weird handheld console. That's that weird handheld console.
You talking about the square one that they showed?
You talking about the one with the crank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Playdate? Yeah, the Playdate. I didn't know there was some like kind of decent like developers going to be working on games.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they care about it, but
I mean, it looks like it'd be neat. Like I said, it's got a decent little price.
Let's play them fishing games, man.
I was also really confused because it was just like we talked about last week. It was just like, is it $150 for one console or 3 or what?
I think it's just for the one console, but like I said, it comes with all the
Yeah, it's a subscription service for the 12 first games. So we'll see.
Indubitably.
Right,
Anywho.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I think that's it for news. I don't want to say anything else exciting happening.
Any movies, guys?
I mean, apparently.
Actually, speaking about movies, they the Pokemon Company released in a thing before the Direct today. They actually had a stockholder meeting. I don't know if you heard anything about that, Chris.
Wait, what?
But
Pokemon announced that they are going to have
they announced several new apps and other things like that I think you'll enjoy.
Uh-huh.
So they announced Pokemon Sleep, which is going to have integration into Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Explain all this is I kind of glanced over all that.
So I don't know if you saw the new hardware that was announced for it.
No.
So they've announced a new hardware thing that is going to be another Pokeball that you put on your bed while you're sleeping, and it tracks your sleep. And I want you to. I'm going to tell you this: the Pokemon, the Pokeball that came with the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, that was called the Pokeball Plus. I want to ask you, what do you think this new piece of hardware is called?
The Pokeball Mega.
No.
Pokeball Ultra.
No.
Pokeball Sleep.
No.
Pokeball Fuck You.
No. It's called the Pokeball. It's called the Pokemon.
Pokeball Plus.
It's double
Why
plus.
is Nintendo so bad at naming things now?
I was genuinely surprised. I was genuinely surprised they didn't put a U in there.
I don't understand why Nintendo has got
Pokemon Plus
so bad
U.
at naming things.
Plus U plus.
Plus you sleep.
Plus.
Night. Plus night.
How the fuck is a kid supposed to ask their parent for that? Like, I want the Pokeball Plus, Mom. It's like, what?
It's like, what's wrong with you, Timmy?
I'm bringing you with gaming, so I would still think I'd be like, what?
What?
Like, what's the Lamar?
Yeah.
So the Pokemon Sleep, and there was like, what, 2 other things?
There was a couple of other things announced. They also announced another game where they're trying to break into the Chinese market with something called Pokemon Masters or something like that, where you have a 3v3 team composition going on, where it's you and then like 2 other famous trainers in the Pokemon lore, and then you go up against every single Pokemon gym leader that has ever existed. So, you can have like I think the example that they gave was like, you got your character there, you got Brock on one side of you got Misty on the other side of you, and you're going up against like Koga.
That's right. Blue, Misty, Brock.
That sounds neat.
You're going up against Blue, Misty, Brock, Koga.
But it's
Lance.
it's for the mobile.
It's for mobile, and it's their attempt to get into the Chinese market.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a gotcha in some way too.
Well, I mean, it's really gotten to the point now where it's like the only games that can like do well in China are mobile games.
Yeah.
Just because China is the den of piracy. So they literally can't
pirate the mobile game.
Pirate a mobile game because it's always connected to the internet.
Always. For forever.
For forever.
That's neat.
Yeah. But that's it, guys. That's all we found.
Yeah.
On the
that's
news.
bad for news.
Anything else? You got a question for this week, or?
All right, let me check the emails there.
He's checking his emails.
I doubt it.
Tori, how are you?
Oh, hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hungry?
Where are we gonna go eat?
I don't know. I suggest that we go back to.
No, we're not going back there.
We just got more emails from the SoundClouds.
Okay. What does SoundCloud say?
Do stuff.
Great
Do
question.
stuff to make your SoundCloud better.
Great question. Let's
What?
answer that question.
What about
I need to do stuff
SoundCloud?
to make the SoundClouds better.
Okay, great.
I need to give them more money, essentially.
So Chris, how do we end a podcast? How do we end a podcast?
I don't know. Poorly.
Okay, great. So do we?
I have a way, but it might be inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Yeah.
Soy boy beta guys.
All right. Well.
Oh, I'll figure out a question here.
Yeah. Think of a question.
Let's see.
We're gonna give people what they want.
I
All
think people
three.
want. Tori, do you have a question you want to ask us? Anything?
Oh man.
Like a gaming question, like a monkey's paw situation.
Is
where
it
it's
just
like,
gaming? I
Yeah,
thought
no, like really,
gaming, movies, anything.
like if you could have something, what would it be, or something like that? You know.
Okay. If you could have I've asked this question actually a bunch of times between me, Kristen, and Murphy's people.
No.
If you could have a slightly abnormal mutation that gave you some kind of like superpower, but not really.
No, that's good.
Mine was I would like my eyes to be able to dilate faster so I could actually see in the dark.
What?
Yeah, like where they adjust faster.
That's like borderline some JoJo level.
Yeah, that's
But all it is like so I can see in the dark better.
Why don't you just wear an iPad?
So like a realistic
Yeah.
kind of adaptation.
Like Kristen said she wishes like her heart rate could go lower
Why?
so she could go underwater longer or
What?
something like
That
that.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's Kristen. She's fine.
Okay.
She had thought about it very thoroughly, as I have also.
Let's see. Well, something I have honestly kind of always wanted. I think it'd be pretty. I've always wanted to control the rate my hair grows.
What?
Just to be lazy, so I don't have to cut my hair as often.
What?
Like, just be like, hey, I would like my hair to just like grow way slower right now, or grow way faster. Like, I think it makes sense.
Maybe.
Like, hey, I would like, hey, you know what? I want to do something crazy with my hair. Like, I'll just accelerate the growth rate of my hair now.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be really stupid, and I'm gonna say mine is I'm gonna go Koraiwa Zombie Deska, and I'm gonna say that I want to push past the limits of humanity, and just be able to like just punch somebody so hard that like you just break your arm in the process of doing it.
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
That's not a thing. That's not applicable.
No, because that's more of like actual superpowers. That's not like.
No. But like I still have to face the repercussions of it. I'm just saying I want to push past the normal human like limiters.
Are you talking about like those guys who get hit by bats and they're like, this doesn't do anything to me?
No. I'm not saying that. Like I'm
Like
saying like, you take
reinforce-
full damage from doing it. I wouldn't ever want to do it. But I'm just saying I would like to have the ability to, if like anytime that I just wanted to like, if I had to.
Anytime you want to break your arm.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a super like trade off. Like right? So like hitting somebody and like breaking your arm, like that's not preferable.
But they also get like thoroughly
But they're, like-
damaged.
but
But
they're
they
just
get,
like dead.
They're like dead. They're basically like I punched a hole through that dude, but like I broke my arm. Is that okay, or is that not part of the rule set? That
I mean,
you
that's pretty much
arbitrarily-
just you're just Deku from My Hero Academia.
exactly.
Yeah, I
wanna
guess.
be Deku.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Chris,
Gonna be Deku?
yours is also borderline on that whole
Man.
supernatural kind of thing. Controlling your hair growth. Controlling the hair growth.
That's
I wouldn't be like that. Like I wouldn't be able to do like whoop, whoop, like
yeah,
Like,
like,
I
you're not
could
gonna
see-
take it back.
Because I was thinking of more like things that
yeah,
actually,
like instead of like it taking like 2 weeks for my hair to grow out, it would maybe take like 2 days.
I don't know.
Weird flex, but okay.
Because I was thinking of more like, so like some people say I would like a higher calf muscles so I could jump higher.
I mean, you can just do that.
I mean, you just literally train that.
Unless you
Whatever.
want to like jump like a frog, like just like brr.
Are we talking like Samurai Jack levels of just like jump good?
No, just being able like average people can jump so high. So this person, because of this mutation or born birth defect, that just enhance it how high they can jump. Or like your nails are reinforced and they're extra strong and you can actually like.
Well, see, I don't think my hair thing is that out of
Yeah,
control.
like I would be way more. Like,
I didn't say
I'll
out of
give you mine
control,
is
I-
bullshit, but like Chris's is like very much in line with.
Well,
what
if you're
saying.
like, I'm going to tell myself, hey, don't grow. Or hey, I would like it if you growed.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Just like I can just concentrate and control the growth rate of my hair.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I said I was borderline on it, guys.
On that one. Okay.
So that's ending.
Christy said you control the rate of her heart by just thinking about it. So I was like, yeah.
So
the end. How is that more?
So these questions should actually be old school bar talk. Yeah, like the old school bar conversations that no one has anymore.
Oh, that's why I wish people would fucking email.
So guys, email Chris about some bar conversation questions. Get interested. Get interesting.
Well, on that note, we're at like 52 minutes. I think that's good.
Yeah.
You want to round it off there? You want to talk about anything else, or?
Yeah, we try talking about something else.
Tori,
anything else? What other?
Y'all like that?
Tori's
Y'all like
corner.
that question?
Tori's corner.
Guys, I'm the question asker.
Yeah.
Next question. Where are we going to eat?
God damn it.
No, I'm kidding. Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. What is, if you could have like the best sandwich, what would that sandwich be?
It'd be Witch, and you don't like.
No,
so.
I'm not saying the place. I'm saying the sandwich. Like if you could choose and get all the premium crap that you want, what would it be?
Chris has done that before. I mean, I've seen Chris like just go out of his way to make like the most majestic sandwich.
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, well, let's just go with sandwich like porn here.
Yeah, like you don't have to go with deli meat or meatballs.
No,
you can be like,
Chris made
no.
an artisan sandwich one time. Like I saw him like just straight up like just murder a head of lettuce for one sandwich.
I mean, yeah, but still. So let's say I guess like all time best sandwich ever, essentially be like the Brood Witch from that episode. Freshly baked, like I guess like a nice like freshly baked
oregano.
No.
Are you trying to think of the bread?
Yeah.
Ciabatta.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Freshly baked like ciabatta, or like a freshly baked like
King's Hawaiian roll.
Baguette, like a freshly baked
baguette.
Baguette. Like nice freshly chopped lettuce, chopped like rough cut. I don't like shredded lettuce on my goddamn sandwiches. Every place uses
it
goddamn
falls
shredded
off.
lettuce.
Who uses shredded lettuce on their sandwiches?
Subway.
The place I work. uses
Really?
Oh,
shredded
they
lettuce
do.
on the
Yeah,
sandwich.
they
Really?
do. Yeah.
That's terrible. You should just use romaine.
We have that.
We have that. We don't put on
Can
sandwiches.
I request romaine on my sandwich?
Possibly.
We really want to, but we probably
You want to be
Can we
that
find that out?
pretentious about
we
it?
just hate
Can we,
you.
can we find that out?
No.
Oh, Okay.
So yeah, like nice, like thick, like wide pieces of lettuce, like probably like some
Wide.
nice fresh
and thick.
or like baked up, probably roast beef.
Would you have a dipping sauce with that?
Yeah, probably nice au jus.
Yeah, that's Tori's. That's clearly Tori's.
That's
Put some just,
mine.
like nice fine quality mustard on there. Probably some like brown mustard.
Gross.
Some onions.
Onions.
Yeah, I like onions on my sandwich.
Would you toast the bread?
No, it's fresh. Like I'm talking about like this.
Oh,
is gonna be
just
cut out-
fresh out, like-
out of the oven, like everything
Like
is
steam
and then
as you cut
sliced
it.
Open, yeah. Out the oven, sliced open, then putting all of the sandwich fixings on there.
Would you put some olive oil on there?
Hell no.
So I have a question now for Austin dealing with sandwiches. Pickles used as bread. Disgusting or even more disgusting?
Even more disgusting.
I like
more
it.
disgusting than that.
I like a pickle, but I don't like the bread to be
No,
a pickle.
she's referencing a place that we saw where they,
Well, Petro does it also for like hot dogs. You use
sure?
a huge
hot dogs?
for hot
I mean, I guess
dogs.
for
it'd be good
hot
for-
dogs.
I
Yes.
guess it'd be good for like a keto diet.
No,
And that's what it's
good for
catering to.
nothing.
But it's a whole fucking kosher pickle or whatever, and you slice it.
no.
And you
Wrong.
scoop out the inside, the majority of the insides, and then use it as. I just recently started liking pickles, but even then, I'm like, pickles are supposed to be an accent, like a hint of
Yeah,
pickles,
like,
not
too much
the
pickle.
whole flavor
No,
with a
pickles are
hint
supposed
of
to, like,
sandwich
first
flavor.
Of all, I will
That's
say
why
straight up, I do not like pickles, but pickles are supposed to accent the taste of like a hamburger or something.
And actually, some people eat pickles as a palate cleanser.
Sure.
That's
I'll
why
go
I
with it.
prefer the what I was doing recently
gross.
is using portobello mushrooms as a bun for your hamburger. Ooh, delicious.
Well, I can see that
What
more.
about as a meat substitute? Just do a portobello burger.
I mean, that's
Well,
that's
that
an option.
people do that also.
Yeah, I know my like just
So.
like full
Like
keto diet.
vegans.
Like just get a nice portobello, put some lettuce on there, and you put your burger in there, and you just chomp into it. It's delicious.
But pickles. And then I think about it getting hot from like
Oh, gross.
it just gross.
I don't like the sound of any of that.
So,
I don't like no hot pickles.
But of course, I'm the weirdest of everyone here because I don't eat nothing.
Your ideal sandwich would be
Bread,
chicken,
chicken.
and
Delicious. Delicious. I like
With
some
nothing
cheese.
else on it.
Like
Well,
an
you don't like
Anjou.
cheese.
Anjou. That's a lie. Anjou burger. Cook
Yeah,
it.
for a
Cook
burger,
the patty.
not for a sandwich.
Burger is a sandwich.
Burger's a type of sandwich.
Boom.
Oh,
Really,
no.
man,
We're about to
you
have
into
that
this?
debate. Is a
You-
burger
you
a
into
sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Is a taco a
Yes,
sandwich?
a hot dog is a goddamn sandwich.
Is
It's
it?
between two pieces of bread.
Oh shit!
Is it 2 pieces of
'Cause
bread or
Chris
is
a
it
chef.
one?
I can't really argue with him.
Well, chef's a strong word.
You're a fucking cook.
I'm a line cook.
But yeah, so that was that. Yes, I'm a picky eater. I like
Yes.
plain stuff.
Yes.
But an Anjou burger, you take the bun, make it garlic bread, cook your patty with Anjou mozzarella, and then Anjou on the side to dip in. Delicious.
I hate making that for you.
I hate veggies. Veggies
Tori's,
are
like,
oxygen
actually
supply.
upset
I
that she
support
can't
that. I
work
don't eat
shit
them.
At the place where y'all work.
Wait, what?
No, they would do crucify her.
Wait, what happened?
If you try to order an Anjou burger at the brewery, they'd probably.
Oh, I barely order anything over there because it's not Murphy's like I used to be able to order stuff.
I mean, we do. They'll get half off.
Yeah, we get
If
half
you're
off,
on the
but
phone.
I can't do specialty crap.
Oh no.
They're like they would look at me and be like, "Who are you again?"
Maybe like in a couple of years. Maybe.
No, I wouldn't even then. Cecil would kill me.
Cecil.
Cecil would kill you.
But before me, he would kill Rob
he's a
and Bob.
scary-looking man, but he's very nerdy. I
He
used to
is.
talk to him about Star Wars books.
I bet. The books, not the movies.
The extended universe.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Austin did say you saw at Central that they're gonna be playing New Hope.
Yes. Yeah, we didn't get to go see Labyrinth, unfortunately.
I know what we can talk about.
What can we talk about?
I
Mm-hmm.
had Austin watch The Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal. Yeah, I also actually like The Dark Crystal.
He
It's fucking
fell
weird.
asleep.
It is fucking
I
weird,
did not
but it's
fall
good.
asleep.
You started falling asleep. Because we all know on
Just can't
Netflix.
deal with older movies.
Well, we all know on
Really
Netflix
can't.
they're going to be
Older movies do have, like, a
releasing.
very different tone than newer movies.
Well, Netflix is going to be releasing Dark Crystal, the series, which I'm assuming it's just the journey of the Dark Crystal movie and the more drawn out, like how they got to where they.
Maybe, but I don't know. I didn't watch the trailer. I actually haven't watched the trailer for it.
But rewatching the movie,
It's a very weird movie.
it is a very weird movie.
Just like The Labyrinth. Like, I think I watched The Labyrinth again like,
I'm-
maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was just like, man, this movie's weird as fucking shit.
Oh my god! And this is what I watched as a kid. Like my parents were like, "Nah, watch this; it's good for you." Along with Chitty
Sure.
Chitty Bang Bang. But
There's nothing wrong with Chitty Chitty.
nothing's wrong with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I compare it as
I
a
watched
children's
Chitty Chitty
movie,
Bang Bang.
and Dark Crystal is kind of really weird with dealing with death and stuff.
Pokemon, the first movie. That's all I watched as a kid.
No, I watched a lot more things than that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, like Pebble and the Penguin. That
I
was
just watched
cute.
the Digimans. And what was it the last dragon? No, it was the last unicorn.
Are you talking about Legend?
Legend of the Dragon?
No, I'm talking about. Are you talking about Dragonheart?
No, it was a cartoon. Like the dragons were like
What was
weird.
that one? What was that one cartoon?
Like a dude becomes a dragon
What
and he
was
has
that
to go on
one
an adventure
cartoon
to
movie
save the
where
other dragons. I can't remember.
you know how everybody back in the day like was just like, oh, you have to make a cartoon movie and we're gonna put your music in it, like after Elton John did all the show tunes for like all the Disney movies and like also El Dorado. There's one weird El Dorado, the city.
The city of gold.
So there was one that I watched as a kid, like over and over again, and I cannot find it for the love of me. Like I can't fucking remember what it is. It's a weird thing because they went with the band Chicago, which is really weird.
Do you remember what the movie was about?
It was like a medieval, like, and it had like dragons in it, and then like it had to find like they were trying to find like Excalibur, like some other sword or like MacGuffin or some shit. And, like, and it was like a fucking two-headed dragon or something, but like it was all Chicago music, and I was like, this is really weird.
Even as a
What?
kid, that's what's
Like, even
real.
as a kid, I was like, this is
You're just
weird.
Like, what the hell is happening?
It's like, why did they think this was a good idea?
So it's a movie that take place in medieval time, and there's a
But like
two-headed
every once in a while,
dragon.
you just have an interlude where it's just like, If you leave me now, you take away the greatest part of me.
I do not.
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, like it was a direct to VHS movie.
It was
like,
Titan A, which featured all the greatest hits from.
Can you take me higher?
Hey, I love Titan A.
I really
Everyone loves Titan
I really
A.
want to watch it again to see if it holds up at all.
It does not.
I don't know. I think it probably is okay.
It would have been like over like probably 15 years. Because there was a point where when I was a kid, I watched it like literally once a day.
That's fucking gross.
For like a month straight.
There was a time in my life whenever I was a kid, whenever I would play through Jak 2 once a week. So
Yeah.
Weirdos.
That was equally a bad idea. So
A masochist as a kid?
I guess so. I didn't have that many PS2 games, man. It was either that or Kingdom Hearts 2. One of those was a lot less long.
Time gets.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sly Coopers.
so what did you think of the Dark Crystal? Yeah, that guy.
That's the only thing that I took away from that was that one bird guy who just kept on going.
He wasn't that loud. He was just very annoying with it.
Like he constantly had like I visioned, even though he didn't have it, all I could see whenever he made that noise was having the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson face where he was like he was very
Eccentric?
no, he was very inquisitive to everything. He was like
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then I realized I always thought it was like puppets, but no, it's clearly in a lot of parts people actually in costume.
So that was
running
another thing
around
that we took from that whenever we were watching it. While Tori was watching it for like the first time in a really long time. This is the first time that I had seen it. My thing was that like there are some movies where they were made at certain points in human history, where making a remaster or a HD version of it or what have you is not beneficial to the overall viewing experience. Because like little cockroach guards or whatever.
You can see the
you can totally
legs
tell
of the
that
people
dudes
now.
swishing back and forth to make that. And I was like, that's really cool, but like the HD thing makes it to where it's really obvious what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So
like
it
you
kinda ruins
focus really hard on it.
You
I would say,
ruin the illusion
Any
of the
movie,
effect.
especially any movie like before the 1950s, like why would you ever release that in like high definition?
Just don't do it.
It's like what the hell? Like
What were you thinking?
It's like
What did you think was going to happen?
It's like I remember watching Creature of the Black Lagoon. Like
Oh,
not
my
even that
God.
long. Like in the early 2000s, it's just laughing at it. It's like, what the hell is this?
Case in point, speaking of early 2000s, The Matrix. Go back and watch that movie right now.
Ooh, no.
I remember whenever I was working at the Columbia, the assistant
I mean,
stage manager.
admittedly, the first Matrix holds up a lot better than the sequels.
Still though, what I'm getting at is that the assistant stage manager at the Columbia, whenever I worked over there in Louisiana, he came up to us and he was like, "Hey, I finally watched The Matrix," and it was fucking 2014, and he was just like, "The movie wasn't really that good," and I was like, "Yeah, of course it wasn't that good.
It was made almost.
It was made in
15
2000
years ago.
Yeah, it was made in 2000. It was made in 1999.
No, I'm gonna say new. It was
It was made in
1999.
It was the quintessential 1999 movie.
Yeah.
It was the most 1999.
People raved about that movie for the longest time. They're like,
It's
this
really-
is
it's really
amazing.
important, you know?
Yeah.
It was a very important movie that came out.
Yeah, it's one of the few movies that actually shows like, hey, your action movie can actually kind of have like
Have a story in it.
Yeah, have a story. that like
That
then they
isn't just
blew-
that
they
isn't just he
completely-
stole your girlfriend / sister. Please kill them.
or killed your family. Go kill
Yeah.
them now. But then they just completely botched that in the sequel. So, it was,
So, and then they went right back to fuck it.
Yeah. We all saw John Wick 3.
we did see John Wick.
So we did.
I think we talked about that last week though.
Oh, did y'all? Okay, I wasn't here for that.
Briefly.
So never
You weren't
mind.
here for that. Why weren't you here?
Fucking horse murder.
Because I was not.
The horsey murders. 2019.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that will about wrap it up this time.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
it's been the half baked and half race show.
Please send us an email at
For the love of
halfbaked
God,
and halfraced at gmail.com. Please, for the love of God, we need questions at the end of the show, please.
please. We don't know how to
Anybody.
end a podcast.
Kurt, you know who you are. Just send us a random email.
Just do it.
All right, so that's going to be it for us.
That's gonna be it for us this week. We'll be back next week. Sorry, this is a little bit late.
I'm the Chris.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Tori.
Oh.
Oh!
Loud noises.
Well,
But yeah,
leaving now,
next
bye.
week is going to be like probably super packed.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
we're phoning it in this week, but
maybe we do that. Yeah, we do next week's late too, just so we can get all like the news.
probably yeah, because by
Because by Wednesday it should be
By
pretty
Wednesday-
much over.
You see how they go on these tangents and we're supposed to end.
No, that's the good parts.
And then it becomes a whole nother just
All right,
episode.
we're leaving now. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, internets.
Tori, you got any last words?
Bye.
Good.
All right.
Chris?
Baba Booey.
All right, bye-bye.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey till
Boy.
Boy.